Okay, good morning. I say good morning because it's just gone midday, which to me is morning. I should be asleep by now. And the first item on the bench is a package I got from China. And, as you see, I buy my components and in bulk, and I get them from China. Unfortunately, although I can use these are not the ones I ordered. I ordered 0.01s, and what I've got is 1.0s. So, put in a message to the seller, and we'll go from there. So, let's get that off the bench for now. And hopefully that's not too dark. And another package that did arrive, though, contains these. I'm going to bring the lighting back up just a touch. There we go. And that should be a little bit better. Let's see if we can get a focus in. There we go. Now these are meant to be LEDs for your car, spotlights or motorcycle spotlights or the like. And I bought two different colours. I bought a white one and a blue one, and the blue one sort of has some attraction to me for some reason. I don't know why. So if I open the packet, let's move the white ones out the way and see what we have. Well, there seems to be a little board there. Not quite sure what's on it, but the wire goes to a single common red and black. I'm going to put the light up a bit more because you look a little bit dark still. Right, so we've got a single red and a single black to supply these. They look to be fairly well sealed in a lighting housing, and if I just get the mounting brackets out. What have we got here? So we've got a bolt, a spring washer, a bracket. So I would imagine that goes like that, and that screws into there for mounting. Now, I'm not sure, but that bolt, I'll be honest, looks like it's going to hit the circuitry at the bottom there. So if that was completely out, that bolt looks a touch long. Where are we? I do have an up and down thingy, depth gauge. Let's just bring it off the shelf and we can have a look. Right, so coming out the box. So here's the depth gauge. Let's on and zero it. Right, so if we go down the hole to the circuit board, is that about the lowest it'll go? There's a blob of solder there, so 9.29 millimeters. So let's just put the bolt through the bracket and see what the distance we have there. 7.6. Oh, so there'll be a couple of mil clearance once that spring washer is fully compressed. So okay, I was wrong, it just looked tight. So anyway, so if I just push that onto there like that, and then you mount that wherever you like on your bike, car or whatever. So you've got a right angle bracket. Now, not that I was thinking of mounting them behind the grille on my car at all, being blue. Yeah, that would be very naughty, wouldn't it? Especially here in the UK. So what I'm going to do now is let's have a quick look at the voltage. I'm just setting up the power supply so that we don't blow the things up. So I'm going to set them to 12 volts, and let's hope that they've got these colours round because of that sealed little box. I don't know what it is. Okay, I wasn't quite expecting that. Right, so yes, quite bright. What else can I say? But yeah, putting them behind the grille of my car may or may not get me into a little bit of trouble. Yes, they're blue. I'm going to turn the lights out. Maybe I should have got yellow ones instead. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, some cheap and cheerful LEDs. I'm going to turn that off because that flashing can be quite annoying and quite disconcerting for some of us. Now, I was going to look for something there. Oh, that's right. I was going to look for the telling bone, wasn't I? The listing here. Okay. Right. So, a set of these, according to the thing here, these are 12 volt motorcycle LED lights, strobe lights, motorcycle LED strobe flash warning brake light lamp, 12 volt spotlight, yellow, blue, white. So for a couple of quid you get, well, the full kit really. A built-in strobing, so that's what this will be. This will be a pulsing strobing board that you put in your car. Now looking at this, let's take the phone out of the way. Looking at this, you will have to waterproof it slightly better. That isn't very well shrunk at all. So if you are going to use it, what I would probably do myself, if I was going to use it, honest gov, that I'm not going to put it on my car, honest, would be to get another piece of smaller heat shrink that just fits over sort of the diameter of both bits of this. I could try shrinking this down a bit more, and you know, making that a more waterproof joint. And again, for this side, water could get in through there, so I wouldn't say it was completely waterproof, but it could be made better, shall we say. It could certainly be made so that it wasn't going to be affected. As for this end, you know, what could you do to make it more waterproof? I suppose the obvious one is to maybe put a bit of silicone down the threads, and that would seal the threads there. Also put a bit of silicone in this hole at the side where all that is. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Let me see if I can focus you in on a close one there. You can see that that is actually loose in there. So there you go. It's a pretty pretty little board. Looks like, it's not very well supported in there. Again, if you look at the lens, if I turn the lights down, will that make it easier to see? Yeah, if you look at the, as you twist the cable, the actual PCB seems to be floating in that machined housing, so it's not actually very well supported behind there. You know, I suppose the obvious thing to do would be to put that in there, and then, yeah, as you screw the bolt down, that then tightens that up. So, you know, that's one way of doing it. You've just got to be careful that when you tighten that up, it doesn't trap the wires or cut into the two wires. But what's in here? You know, let's face it, this is a board with 3 LEDs on it, and this will just be a little flashing strobing unit. So yeah, £2. What can you say? It's a bit of fun. Let's get it back in focus before we say goodbye. Bring the lights back up again. So yeah, so you could trap that in there, and that will tighten that up and tighten those against the top of the board. But then, you know, looking at the spacing of that and the washer that goes in the middle, you're still not going to be clamped down tight enough to seal this, so you may end up having to put a second washer in, just to make it tight without cutting the wires. But apart from that, yeah, £2, can't argue really. I suppose these do come apart. I could get a pair of pliers on them, but that would just spoil the finish here, I think. They seem to be quite nicely finished in black. Yeah, they just need a bit of sealant in them, and they'd be absolutely fine. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll speak to you again soon. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.